Oh, good.
Did you feel that?
Me? Not really. Oh, right. Hey, mister.
What is it, Kettle?
They call this place Fountain Square. Bet you didn't know that. Well, wait till you hear this. Fountain Square is the busiest part of town. They've got a restaurant, a clothing store, and all kinds of other shops too.
Huh, neat. Do you play here with your friends, Kettle?
Well, anyway, that's Fountain Square. Let's go hit up some of those shops. Okay.
Hey kids, would you mind playing with Kettle for a while?
Kettle? Aw, man.
I don't want to play with some rich kid.
Oh, come on, that's no reason to say no.
But that's what my mom told me. She said don't play with that rich kid.
My mommy said the same thing, too. But what does being rich have to do with who you play with?
Kettle's been wanting to play with all of you for a long time. Don't you think that's what's important?
Kettle? You really want to play with us? Yeah, I do.
Then let's be friends. I always wanted to play with you, too.
I was kind of wondering what you were like too, Kettle.
Well, great! Come on, Kettle, go have some fun with them.
But what about you guys?
Don't worry about us. We've got to catch a ship to get on with our journey.
Thanks. Kettle, over here! Haha, yeah!
It's nice seeing children play together, isn't it?
I didn't realize you had a gentle side to you, Claude.
Anyway, we'd better get back to the business at hand.
Hey, you again. I think we're about to shove off.
Really?
Yep, sorry to keep you waiting. I got one more piece of cargo to load up, so if you got anything to buy or check up on one last time, go do it now.
Got it. You feel that? Whoa, again?
Help! Help me!
Ooh. Let's get out of here.
Honey! Honey!
Ah!
Ah!
Are you okay, Captain?
Yeah, nothing short of a miracle, actually. But my crew's gone, save for that guy over there.
That was quite a shock, I have to say. That bizarre wind and then that horrible rumbling.
So what are you going to do now?
A whole lot of nothing is what I'm gonna do. Can't do much without a ship. Let me give you a word of advice, though. You know I'm not the only way to get to L, right?
Oh?
Nope. First off, let me give you your royal travel permit back. Now take that permit with you to the Liqueur continent. If you ask the king over there nicely, I bet he can arrange for a ship to take you to L.
Liqueur.
Kind of out of your way, I know. But if you ask me, that's your best bet. You'll need to go through Harley first, though. That's a port city on the eastern edge of Cross.
So first to Harley.
You'll know you're going the right way if you see a village called Mars. Coric's kind of out of the picture right now, so Mars is going to be the best place to stock up and get a good night's sleep before the voyage.
Mars. Got it.
You still seriously want to go to L after all this? You guys must be crazy. Oh, man.
Kettle! There you are.
Hey, mister!
Where are your friends?
I could only find one of them.
Oh. What about your mother? How's she doing?
The lady of the house was out of town when the earthquake struck. She should be fine.
Well, I hope so.
Mister?
Hmm?
I'm glad you're okay, too.
Thanks.
Claude!
Oh, Celine, what are you doing here?
That's a funny thing to ask. This is the village where I live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But enough about me. You've arrived at our time of greatest need.
What do you mean?
Please, have a seat and we'll explain everything. Elder, I am familiar with this swordsman. He's a powerful fighter to have on our side.
Ah, wonderful. A sign that luck has smiled upon us.
You still haven't told me what's going on yet, Celine.
Please, allow me to explain.
Yes, Father.
Sometime last evening, every child in the village simply vanished, as if they were rubbed out of existence. As we scrambled to form a search party, this man here came back from the Forest of Symbols with a disturbing message.
I was by myself in the forest at the time, practicing my symbology. Then all of a sudden, a bandit appeared before me. I steeled myself for battle, but he simply stood there and told me this before he disappeared into the woods. Our boss has your children. If you want them back, bring us 500,000 foal and the secret book.
What's this secret book he's talking about?
We cannot reveal specifics, but it is a book that describes the unique form of symbology passed down through the generations in this village.
When we heard the story, we were all at a loss as to what to do. Not only did we learn that our children were kidnapped, but that bandits were encroaching on the Forest of Symbols.
The forest has been protected for ages by holy symbols etched into the land itself, repulsing the wicked and evil-hearted. If they have broken through that barrier, then we must face a dire reality. Our enemy is more powerful than any that has come before.
So what about the children?
According to a second messenger, the children are being held by the bandits deep inside the forest. He said that until we fulfill their demands, they'll stay exactly where they are. We don't know anything else about the children.
The Forest of Symbols is a special training ground for us symbologists. Furthermore, its landscape and terrain make it a natural fortress difficult to penetrate.
If it were simply a pack of bandits we were dealing with, it would take no more than a small team to dispatch them.
But the lives of our children are at stake. We can ill afford to make any rash moves. They may be simple bandits, but they have proven at least strong enough to break the barrier protecting the Forest of Symbols. Their defeat would mean nothing if the children were to be caught in the carnage.
So there's pretty much nothing we can do.
We haven't been sitting here simply twiddling our thumbs. One of our search team has already discovered the location of the bandit hideout. With that information in hand, all we need now is a way to rescue the children.
Oh, so you're set then?
We are. But as I mentioned earlier, we fear that to act by ourselves would prove to be insufficient. Fate has brought us a master swordsman. We thought we could ask him to join us in our rescue effort.
Diaz?
Rena?
You know this man, Rena?
Yes, we come from the same village. Is this the swordsman you're talking about?
That he is. There are few fighting men in this world who haven't heard the name Dias Flack.
You have nothing to worry about then. Diaz is the strongest swordsman in the world. He could kill the whole group by himself.
Diaz has agreed to our request. He said it would make a good warm-up for the upcoming liqueur armory contest.
Really?
But I have to say, his conditions are a tad unreasonable.
How so?
He wants to go in by himself, without anybody else helping him.
I have trouble swallowing that part myself. If we are going to rely on the whims of an outsider, surely we must assign some guards to him at the very least.
Oh no, you can totally trust Diaz. I know him really well. He's an honest man, and as a fighter, no one can even come close.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced than you to speak on his behalf, young lady.
Call me what you will, but I don't really feel like babysitting a bunch of people who are going to be nothing but a burden to me.
Of all the rude things to say. Didn't you hear what I said? I said that it was time for me to show off the fruits of my training.
This isn't a game, kid. If I team up with someone who thinks it is, we're doomed to fail. I'm done here. If you need me, I'll be back at the inn.
Oh, you think he's right, don't you? Let me tell you, Father, I'm going to save those kids whether you like it or not.
I know how you feel, Celine, but
Besides, there's more than one swordsman here in the village.
Rena.
I have yet to see hide nor hair of Rena. I guess she's still visiting with Diaz. Do you really think he wants to take all of them on by himself?
Sure looks that way to me. He's certainly confident enough of his chances anyway.
Ugh, what could the Elder be thinking? I cannot believe he still wants that person to do this. Come on, Claude. Let's give him a piece of our mind.
Okay.
What? Aren't you interested? I've already convinced my father. You're late. Did that man do something to you?
Listen, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but I want to have Diaz join our group.
What are you talking about?
I asked Diaz, and he promised me that he would fight alongside us.
Well, it only makes sense that he'd listen to the cute girl next door instead of everyone else.
That wasn't the issue here. I'm telling you, he's a first-class swordsman. He'd be a huge asset to us out there.
What do you think, Claude?
He said he could do it all by himself. What's the point of having him along then?
How could you say something like that?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Besides, do we really even need him?
Huh. Well, I guess I'm going with Diaz then.
Rena,
Maybe you don't need him, Claude, but I do.
Oh well, let her do what she wants. The plan is set to go underway tomorrow. We should make any preparations we need and return to the Elder's house.
So what? You don't need me?
Now remember, the safety of the children is the #1 priority in this operation. Do not forget that.
We'll keep guard in the village while you're gone, sir.
And don't you get into any trouble either. Understand?
Of course not. Right, Claude? Claude?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Listen, don't you think we should have had them along too?
If they wanted us, they would have waited for us.
I suppose they just have their own way of doing things.
Surely they're planning to take all the credit by getting a head start on us.
This isn't a race, Celine. If you do run into them in the forest, I want you all to work together.
Yes, of course, Elder.
You'll need these boots to cross the bog inside the forest. Otherwise, parts of it will be totally impassable.
Thank you very much, Elder.
We will have good news for you when we return. I promise. Look at you, Claude. Still stuck on what Rena said before.
Huh?